Welcome back. Today, we're just grinding out sticks. Let's go. A little update on that Jenga theory. It worked really well. I liked it a lot, but as I mentioned to you, there's a couple of challenges that come with it this time of the year. As you can see, we did buck through it, got down to the first row, and then we piled some more on top, and then eventually, because we're doing firewood en masse, we just started dumping logs on top like we would in any other pile. And here's why. Like I talked about on that first video, when you're just hauling them out en masse, you've got all kinds of different sizes. And when you're trying to pump through a lot of sticks, you don't have a lot of time to try to pick and choose logs to try to make your rows, because you can't just throw them in like you do in a pile. So that kind of provides a bit of a challenge to doing it. The other thing is space. Not a lot of space when you start dumping dozens and dozens of logs into the woodyard at once. And when you've got that Jenga pile, you need to make sure that you've got access for the tractor on at least 3 of the 4 sides, so you can pile them properly and in layers and rows. And we just don't have that space now. So yeah, overall, I love this Jenga theory. It works great. It's just you've got to have the time and the space to do it. Just like any other idea, whether it's bucking logs off of your grapple or using a sawhorse. I want to thank you guys, especially Christopher, for the great idea. Let's get back to splitting. I know what some of you folks are thinking. GP, why are you wasting your time on this little stuff? They're like twigs. But hey, it's hardwood, bone dry, fully seasoned, and that means it's going to burn well. This is where we throw all the ugly wood. But like Guy says, doesn't matter what it looks like, it's hardwood and it'll burn. But we throw these offcuts into a pile on the side of the boiler because it helps to keep the stacks straight and level without having to try to bury them in there. So Guy will use this wood to start the boiler shortly, probably this week or next week, and he'll burn up all of this wood before he goes to the stacks. take a minute and just show you how I start my saws, the ones that have this decompression valve. If you're looking for a saw, usually any of your saws below what they call a pro level will not have this valve. But still, for example, on my 251 and other saws have what they call an easy start mechanism to help make it easier to pull the ripcord. When you don't push the valve, pulling the cord and trying to turn the engine over is very difficult. So if it's cold, I push my decompression valve, I push the button down in the choke, and she should start up nice and easy. Much easier to pull. Then I kick my choke off, let her warm up, and I hit the pile. I hope that was helpful. Well, that was a good few hours work. We're just about finished up this pile. Sun's starting to fall in the sky, so I'm gonna get these split and stacked, call it a day. That wood stack is starting to shape up nice. Thanks so much for sticking around today. I greatly appreciate it. If you like the content, please click subscribe. It helps me out so much. Have a great week with your families. Please be kind to each other. And I'll see you again here next time. I'm Gord Potter, and you've been watching GP Outdoors. Cheers.